Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian, where today I'm going to be making my video on Team 5234, the Marauder Bots, out of the 1st Michigan District for my most underrated teams in FRC, as suggested by one of my viewers in the most underrated districts poll. Now before this, I would like to say that if you have any ideas, please let me know down in the comments below, or in the description I'll be putting a Google form that you can fill out. Now the reason why I'm saying this is I just did hit 100 subscribers and I will be making a special soon. However, if you have any ideas at any time, please let me know down in the comments below and I will cover them at my earliest convenience. The main idea for this channel was always to, one, spread the ideas of FRC as both understanding as appreciation through both the competition aspects and the organization as a whole. And the second part of it was always to go over different viewer ideas so I can expand our own collective FRC knowledge. One of my favorite things to do is to look up a new team that I hear about, to see them both as they're both competition status, as well as what they do as a team for the community. So thank you all for tuning in, and now we will start with Team 5234 in their rookie year, 2014. Now in 2014, 5234 went to the Great Lakes Bay Region First Robotics District Competition. That's a bit of a mouthful, but here they would go 4-8, ranking 36th, where although they would not be picked by any alliances, they did put up some nice points in their qualification matches. Then they move on to the Lansing First Robotics District Competition, where here they would rank 24th, going 5-7, putting up some nice scores, however not being picked. However, this was a better record than their last competition. Their next year they would go on to, in 2015, they go on to 2 districts, the first one being the Woodhaven District, where in the Woodhaven District they would rank 37 with an average qualification match score of 32.08, although not being picked by any alliances. Then they move on to the First in Michigan Kettering University District event, where they would rank 24th with an average qualification match score of 30.92, where they would be picked up by the number 3 alliance, along with teams 55-24 and 12-43, where they'd have an average playoff score of 54.5. However, this would not be high enough to grant them access to the semifinals, as they were only 3 points away from the number 4 ranked alliance, who did make it onto the semifinals. Now this year they were in the alliance, and they were very close to making it onto the semifinals, having some very nice scores in the quarterfinals. Now let's move on to their 2016 season. Now in the 2016 season, this team would go on to the Kettering University event number 1, this being a week 1 district, where they would go 6-11 overall, ranking 37th, where they'd be picked up by the number 1 alliance of 51-50 and 51-14. Where here, they would go 2-0 in the quarterfinals, lose the first semi, win the second, however losing the third by 4 points to become this district's semifinalist. Then they move on to the Lansing event, where here they would go 10-6-1 overall, where they'd be picked up by the number 8 alliance this time of 52-22 and 52-60. However, this time they would go on to best the number 1 alliance of 26-12, 16-84, and 15-04. Then they'd move on to the semifinals, where here they'd win number 1, lose number 2, and unfortunately lose number 3 to become this district's semifinalist. Now let's go on to the 2017 season. Now in the 2017 season, this team would start off at the Kettering University Week 2 event, where they would rank 16th, going 6-6 in the qualification matches, where they would be picked up by the number 7 alliance of teams 36-67 and 56-12, where they'd go up against the number 2 alliance, and although putting up some respectable scores of 185 and 255, they would lose out against the alliance of 60-66, 51-66, and 21-45. However, this team would win the Entrepreneurship Award at this district. Then they move on to the Lansing event, where here they'd rank 12th, going 9-6 overall, 8-4 in the qualifications, where they'd be picked up by the number 7 alliance here as well, of 50-84 and 51-14, where here they would lose the first match to 308, 33-57, and 494. However, they would win the second one, and unfortunately lose the third one to become this district's quarterfinalist. Now let's move on to the 2018 season. Now in the 2018 season, this team would first start off at the Kettering University Week 1 event, where here they would be ranked 4th, going 9-7 overall, where they would become part of the number 2 alliance, where along with teams 55-61 and 51-66, they would best the number 7 alliance, going 2-0. Then they move on to the semis, where they'd be bested by the alliance of 72-11, 51-14, and 56-12. However, this team would win the Excellence in Engineering Award. Then they move on to the First in Michigan Gaylord event, where they would rank 1st, going 12-3 overall, where here they would pick up teams 862 and 6005 as part of the number 1 alliance, where they would lose the second, lose the first, win the second, however ultimately losing the third to secure their spot as the quarterfinalists of this district. However, they would win the Innovation and Control Award. Now, their successes in the first 2 districts with high rankings would qualify them for the First Michigan State Championship, where they'd be placed in the Dow division. Now here they would go 6-6 in the qualification matches, ranking 21st, being picked up by the number 8th Alliance of 60-77 and 51-14. However, a good Alliance, they were unable to best the Alliance of 217, 27-67, and 59-07. Their performance would allow them to go on to the World Championship, where in the Darwin division they would rank 31st, going 5-5. Although not seeing any action in the playoffs, they did make it to the World Championship, which is an impressive feat for any team. Now they're on to their 2019 season, the most recent one. They would start off at the Kettering University Week 1 event, where they would rank 26th, going 6-9 overall, 5-7 in the qualification matches, where they'd be picked up by the number 4th Alliance of 35-35 and 60-19, where they would lose the first match against 50-84, 21-45, and 75-01, win the second, however lose the third to become this district's quarterfinalists. However, they would win the safety award. Then they move on to the 1st Michigan District Lake Superior State event, where here they would rank 9th, going 8-6 overall, where in this place they'd be picked up by teams 141 and 60-98, where they would win the first quarterfinal, however losing the next two to 60-88, 43-92, and 55-47 of the number 7 Alliance, for this Alliance to become out in the quarterfinals, becoming this district's quarterfinalist. They would rank 9th, going 8-6-1 overall, however they would win the Excellence in Engineering Award. Now here they would move on to the state championship, that being in the Consumers Energy Division, whereas ranked 33rd, going 6-8-1 overall, they would be picked up by the number 7th Alliance of 107-35-72, where they would lose the first match against 16-84, 34-14, and 11-88, win the second match, however lose the third, become this state championship division quarterfinalist. And that is where this team stands right now. They're an excellent team out of Michigan, and I wanted to cover them today by user request. So thank you all for watching. If you have any ideas you would like me to cover, please let me cover them, as I both like to and would like to inform more people about it. And if you have any other people who love FRC, please share this with them, as I want to help share this to more people so more people can learn more about FRC. Thank you all for listening. This has been the FRC Historian.